Hey everyone, this is Jokerspice, bringing a little spice to your life. Last time, King Bowser killed me and threw me off a cliff. Or, well, a castle in the sky, and then we landed on the ground and didn't die. Or maybe we did, I don't know. The star spirits seem to have saved us though, and prevented us from an early demise. Kammy Koopa, Bowser's right-hand woman, destroyed the gate leading out of the town with this block, and we have to go to Goomba in the back veranda and get his big hammer. So let's go do that. We already know where that is. We talked to everyone in the village. Hard to call it a village when there's only one family and a stranger living in it, but here we are. Hey Goomba, where are you? Well, that's awkward, isn't it? I guess that block hitting the ground was a bigger quake than we thought it was. Alright. Oh, there he is. At least he's safe and sound. Landed like us we did, he might.
Oh, my back. Who's that? Not you, Mario. I remember a great crashing noise and then the veranda collapsed and I fell. Did you fall too? Just stepped out of the door into thin air, did you? Well, we're both okay. Problem is, you can't get home because that block is in the way. This block shouldn't be here. Well, this is a problem for us. A hammer. Oh, of course. Where did it go? I was using it to fix the veranda, so it's likely around here somewhere. Nowhere to be seen. I guess it must have fallen somewhere over there. Mario, we better look for it.
Alright. Let's do just that. Somewhere here, huh?
The hammer's got to be somewhere close by. It looks like a wooden hammer, I don't know what to tell you. Look for the bushes that might cover it up. If you see something in the bush, just search it. Sometimes you'll find some nice stuff in there.
Alright. Finally, we got $1. If you want to see how much money you have, you press up on the C-pad or the C-stick, depending on the version you're playing. Always good to have some money. Can't seem to find it. Oh! Here we are. You found the hammer. Mario can do the hammer attack now. You can smash a yellow block with this hammer.
Oh, there we go. That's it, that's the hammer. I'll wager that if you use that hammer, you can break the block that's in our way. You could use the hammer to hit trees and make them sway. Sometimes stuff will fall out. You could use it by swinging it with your arms.
Nice. You can hit trees, hitting blocks. A lot of this game has a lot of platforming and adventure elements to it, so that's pretty nice. Feels like I'm controlling Mario in any other game, maybe a tad bit slower, but that's okay. We're playing on our big G. It's all good. Can't do any double or triple jumps like in Super Mario 64. Sometimes you'll get a block like this where you can hit multiple times, just like the core Mario series. And if you hit this particular tree, you will get this item. You got the dolly, an adorable doll that looks exactly like Princess Peach, except Princess Peach has blonde hair and this one has brown hair.
Oh, well now, I believe that's the dolly that Goomba said she lost. She'll no doubt be overjoyed if you give it back to her. So many people lose things all over the place, you know. It almost makes one feel like looking around everywhere.
Hint, hint, look around everywhere, you will find hidden goodies. If you press the pause button, you can look at your goodies by going to the items menu. Here I'll just go over the menu real quick. We got our stats showing our level. Heart points is how much health we have. If it reaches 0, it's game over. And because this is Paper Mario Pro mode, you bet there will be a lot of game overs, so let's see. We got flower points, which I will discuss later. Badge points, which I will discuss later. We got our boots and our hammer are two methods of attacking in a battle. Star points is our experience. Coins is how much money we have. Star pieces are a secret. And how long we've been playing. In case you're speedrunning or something, I don't know. So we got our items, shows our key items right here. We have no regular items. We can't just use the dolly, it's a key item, it's used for something else. guess that's a bit of a spoiler, and that's our map, and you can see the entire Mushroom Kingdom. Unlike other games that might hide the map with like clouds or something, nope, you can just see everywhere the entire Mushroom Kingdom. And when you've been to an area, it will have a little spot where you can check the area and its flavor text. Goomba Village, beaten by Bowser, Mario fell into the forest near here. Goombario's family lives here too, and there's a Toad Town as well. So it just kind of gives us a little bit of information in case you haven't played the game in a while and need to figure out where to go. Now that we got our trusty wooden hammer, let us leave.
Well, we found the hammer, so I guess we should head for home. Ouch!
Who are you guys? This is my playground, idiots. Nobody sets foot in here without my permission. Nobody. Prepare to start crying at the feet of Master Junior Troopa.
Mario, this is Junior Troopa. He's the boss of the neighborhood gang. A bit of a bully, obviously. He's more bark than bite. You can beat him easily. Just boost yourself up and don't take any lip. I'll stay right here behind you and watch your progress.
Thanks, Goomba. Well, he's an old man, so I'm not necessarily blaming him for wanting to sit on this. Alright, so we have two methods of attack. We have our jump and our hammer, but this early in the game, you might as well be doing jump or hammer exclusively. It almost does not matter. They both deal 1 point of damage.
Oh, excellent. Good move. Go on.
In Paper Mario Pro mode, enemies will dish out pretty much double damage unless specified. So Junior Troopa should usually be doing 1 damage, but because we're playing Pro mode, he is doing 2 damage.
Grr, I'm just getting warmed up.
Why don't we try hammer attack and see what that looks like?
Mario, you've almost got him. Keep it up. Go on.
Alright, you asked for it. Say hello to Junior Troopa's special attack. Full power!
Mario, that was wonderful fighting. You got stars points. You get star points every time you beat an enemy. Every time you save up 100 points, you'll go up a level. Always try hard to get points.
And with that, we have completed our first battle, and, well, our second battle, but this time we won.
Shoo! I was winning too. I'll be back, Mario. I mean it. I'll be back.
Nice. Alright, so those two first battles were pretty much scripted. You can't run away, you can't do nothing, you have to attack, and you always do 1 point of damage, and there isn't much strategy there. So you always lose the battle with Bowser. If you hack the game and win it, then nothing will happen because you're supposed to lose it. And this game, in this battle, you have to win it. There's no way you could lose. But that will completely change from now on. If you see a block on the ground, you can just hit it. And, yeah. Here we got a mushroom. You got an item. You'll use items in the game to attack enemies, to recover HP, and to do other things. If you press left on the C pad or the C stick, you'll see what items you have, and you can use them, like thus. There we go. So, we have gray blocks in this game. As a general rule, the color of your hammer will suggest what kind of block you can break. If you try to break this block, you just shudder. I love that effect. It's really cool. There we go. One of the fun things I liked of the original Paper Mario is that even though this is a paper world, it serves more as a set piece rather than like a gameplay feature. This game still functions as an RPG, and if you're new to RPGs, this is the perfect one for you. If you hit this block, your HP, heart points, will fully recover. Yeah, so basically, this game is a gateway RPG. If you've never played an RPG before and you don't want to invest 100 hours in a game like Persona 5 or Final Fantasy or anything like that, this is a game that is perfect for that. It's pretty low stakes, and it's pretty simple. There might be a little bit of a learning curve at the beginning, just in case you're not used to the controls, but it's pretty fun. But obviously, do not play Paper Mario Pro Mode. If you are new to RPGs, you will regret it. Let's keep going.
Heads up, Mario. I see bad Goombas ahead. They're loyal to Bowser. If they see you, they'll attack you without hesitation. If you can successfully attack an enemy in the field with a jumper hammer, you'll get the first strike when you enter the battle. Striking first really helps when it comes to battling.
Just like he said, sometimes you will see enemies, and by sometimes I mean all the time, you'll see enemies on the field, and if you attack them before they touch you, you will get a first strike. Nice. Just a Goomba, regular Goomba. They don't have very much HP, and just like that, we can end the fight without even taking any damage. Definitely want to get used to doing some first strikes. Enemies will give us experience points, money, and sometimes items. So be sure to defeat them easily as easily as that. This is a spiked Goomba, and as you can probably imagine, if you jump on a spiked enemy, it will hurt. These pretty much do the same thing. However, the major difference is that if you are encountering a spiked enemy, you will want to use your hammer so that you don't take a hit. And on the flip side, if you see an enemy like this that's flying in the air, you will not be able to attack them with your hammer. The hammer can only attack the first person in a row of enemies, so you are limited with that. But the jump attack can hit any character on the field. There are exceptions to that, but that's not for a while, and we'll get into that when we see it. As you can see, our hammer isn't even. We can't even select it, so we have to jump on this enemy, a Paragoomba. When you hit a Paragoomba or other para enemies, sometimes their wings will fall off and they'll go back on the ground and turn into a regular version of itself. Perfect. If we go up here, we can get a little secret. I probably won't show you every single battle like I am now. As we progress in the game, probably only show you interesting battles or battles with new enemies, but because we're just starting the game, I figured I might as well show you what the game is like in case you've never played it before. Here we have one of those star pieces. Again, I don't really know what it's for, but it's very important that you collect these, especially if you're playing Paper Mario Pro Mode, and you will see why later. But now we're at the end of this path, and finally we have come back to Goomba Village.
Never worry, kids, here I am.
Whoa, what? I guess it does make sense for a comma to be in front of kids, but I don't know, that kind of tripped me up there.
Never worry, kids, here I am. Thanks to young Mario here, I made it back all right. Oh, is that thing locked? Let me open it up for you.
Yeah, if you try to open this door before getting trapped there, it would not have opened at all. Goomba, where have you been? I looked outside and wow, both you and the veranda were just plain gone.
Goomba, I was very, very worried about you. Really worried.
Sorry, kids. I apologize. I didn't mean to make you fret. You just take it easy now. I'm back, safe and sound. Now, before I forget, I've decided to give you something, Mario. Wait here just a minute.
Huh? Hey, that dolly you've got. That's the one Goomba lost. She was looking all over for it. Would you give it back to her? Man, what kind of cruel person would you be if you didn't give a doll back to a little kid?
It's my dolly. Dolly, you're back. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. My sweet dolly, don't you ever get lost again. Here's a present for me. Look at that pretty glitter.
Got another one of these star pieces. So, collect items, give them back to the people who lost them, do good deeds, get rewards.
And take this too.
You always seem to beat up your enemies. Do you work out? I study self-defense by reading books by the masters and listening to Dad and Goomba. And I also exercise every day so I can be strong like you. It's starting to show too. I'm getting big muscles.
Yeah, Goomba Ario's head is hard as a rock now. Teehee.
Whoa. TMI.
When he does his head bonk move, it really hurts.
Oh, be quiet, Goombaria. You're embarrassing me. Of course, it is true.
Sorry to have kept you waiting, Mario.
It's okay, Goomba. We're just rapping with Mario.
Oh, rapping, huh? Sorry, I wanted to give this to Mario.
You got the Power Jump badge. Mario stomps on a single enemy using a lot of attack power.
This is called a badge. If you wear this, you'll be able to do a power jump, which means you'll be able to do a lot more damage with your jump attack. But listen here and listen well. You'll only be able to do it if you're wearing the badge. You better try it out first. Putting badges on and taking them off is a vital skill. Would you like a quick lesson how to use badges? You collect during your bat travels?
Now I'll explain it myself. Thanks, Goomba.
You better listen, Mario. This is really important. Could I please give you a brief lesson of badges?
No. It's okay. That's why I'm here.
Alright, I trust you. Now remember, you need FP, flower points, to use this power jump technique. Do you remember that we saw a block that looked like a heart on the way back to the village? Well, these blocks will restore not only HP, but also FP. They're lifesavers, Mario. Use them whenever your HP and FP reserves are getting low. By the by, Mario, I've heard from Goomba. Taking upon yourself to try to rescue the princess from Bowser's clutches.
Oh yeah! Mario can beat Bowser with one hand tied behind his back.
Hush, now. Goombario, Mario, please take this.
Oh, whoa. See, it's these commas. I don't know. They're crazy. They're tripping me up.
Hush now, Goombario. Mario, please take this hammer. It should serve you well. If I were just a bit younger, I'd accompany you on your trip. I've done some damage. The years have started to weigh on me, though. I tell you, there's a lower back pain.
Adventure? You're so lucky. Princess rescuing is so cool. I really want to be an adventurer too someday.
Me too.
Oh, here's an idea. Goombario. Perhaps the timing is perfect. You are no longer a child, and evil times are upon us. I'm sure Mario will agree. You should accompany Mario.
What? Really? May I go, Goomba? May I really go? Yes! Oh yeah! Mario, you won't regret this. And Goombario joins our party. If you press down on the C-pad or the C-stick, Goombario will tell you about people, places, or things nearby. When you're interested, just ask him. Goombario is also helpful during battles. He can attack with head bonk, or he can tell you about an enemy's features and HP using his tattle ability.
Way to go, Goombario.
Mario, I know Goombario will prove to be a worthy companion. Well, I think it's about time for my nap. I'll be in my house. If it buys off a way of making this Goomba get weepy.
This is so cool, Mario. Let's go. But wait, your HP looks a little low. Maybe you ought to take a rest at the Toad House. That we will. All right. So we have a party member. If you look at our pause menu, which oh, that took a lot faster than last time. Anyways, if you look at our pause menu, not only do we have a badge we can equip, but we have a new slot for party members. We can see Goombario, get a little description of him. You can check his abilities. He can right now use his regular technique, a head bonk, and his special technique, tattle. And now I'll explain badges. So as we saw in our stats, we had flower points and badges. Flower points work like spirit energy or magic in other games. It's basically points to use special techniques. Mario can use his jump in hammer for free, but if you want to use special techniques, you gotta use up your flower points. Badge points are basically like your inventory space for badges, which is basically equipment in this game. We only have 3 points available, but the power jump only costs 1 to use. When we use them, we only have 2 available. If you want to see the badges you have on instead of all the badges, it will do just that. All the badges in the game will automatically sort itself, and there's no other way to sort them, unfortunately. But it's not too much of a problem. It's a pretty good sorting method, and unlike other games which might have hundreds of pieces of equipment, there's not nearly that many in Paper Mario. Again, very streamlined gateway RPG. All right, with that, let's heal up at the Toad House. Works like an inn. The only difference between that and inns in other games is that this one's for free.
The Toad's House slogan is, refresh your body and mind. Anytime you feel tired, a good rest will fix you right up. Would you like to take a nap? Make yourself comfortable and enjoy your stay.
That's cute. I love the way Mario sleeps in his little bed.
Did you sleep well? Take care now.
If you try to talk to any toad or any innkeeper when your HP is full...
Really? You look pretty healthy to me. Are you sure you want to take a nap?
Not now.
Please come again.
So, Toad will say something different and acknowledge your healthiness. If you hit this tree specifically, you will get a special item called a Goom Nut, a special nut only found in Goomba Village. Restores 3 FP. I definitely recommend grabbing them. It's no coincidence that the power jump that we just got costs 3 FP to use, and we only have 5 FP, which means we can only use it 1 time. You definitely want to grab a couple Goom Nuts, because otherwise you'll only be able to use the attack once, and in Paper Mario Pro Mode, that is not good enough. Alright, with our hammer, with our buddy, with a badge, with the new items, let's break this block and get out of here.
There we go. Problem solved. I have a feeling a road will be lined with difficulties, so try not to overdo it. Be watchful, yet stay cool. A calm mind is the wisest.
It's good advice for pretty much anything in life. Alright, let's do it. Nope, psych, just kidding. Like I said, you want a couple Goom Nuts, and every single time you leave the room or the area and come back, you can grab a couple of these Goom Nuts. So definitely recommend you do that. I'm gonna grab like 3 of them. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna grab 3 of them. You can hold up to 10 items in this game. Right now we have 5. Just to let you know. Beware of Goombas. Uh-oh. Yeah, I guess we should really beware of them. This is a good opportunity to talk about Goombario. Hey Mario, during a battle you can change the order we attack with the Z button. I can attack first if you want, I don't mind at all. Just keep in mind, okay? Alright, and just like that, we can make Goombario go first. However, at the end of Mario and Goombario's turn, Mario will always be in the front. As you probably notice, there's only HP for Mario. There are attacks that do hit party members, but for the most part, like 98% of the time, partners do not get attacked. They do not have an HP bar. So keep that in mind. So there's absolutely no reason not to use a party member first if it'll be more useful. Goombario's head bonk functions the exact same way as Mario's jump. They're completely identical in every single way. So if you know how to use the jump, then you know how to use Goombario's head bonk, which is just pressing A to select it. So there isn't really know how to do it. However, if we use the tattle, we get a description of the enemy. This is a Goomba. Goombas are what you'd call small fries. Actually, they're pretty much the smallest fries. Hey, wait, I'm one of them. You can jump on them or whack them with your hammer. These guys are old school. They've been around since you were in Super Mario Bros. I like Goombario. He's got meta jokes, and I like meta jokes. As you can so here's a couple things I have to mention right off the bat. Number 1, in Paper Mario Pro Mode, Goombario will not tell you the stats of an enemy. So this Goomba has 2 HP, 1 attack, and 0 defense. that information is explained to you in the regular version of Paper Mario, so you don't have to worry about that there. You'll always be able to see the enemy's bar as you tattle enemy, so I will be doing just that. Some enemies will actually have different HP bars in this version of the game because this is a harder version of the game. I do know that much. Anyways, let's just finish this battle right away. Just wanted to show you that Goombario and Mario can, like I was saying before, can jump on other enemies that are in the back. Sometimes this will be to your favor, especially if an enemy in the front might be, for example, a spiked enemy, and you will not be able to attack them with Goombario because Goombario uses his head to attack, and jumping with your head on an enemy that has a spike on his head would probably be a bad thing. As a rule of thumb, if you want to do well in this game, I would suggest fighting almost every single enemy that you come across at least once. It might seem a little bit repetitive and a little bit redundant, but you should have no problems. You shouldn't have any problems with experience or anything like that if you do that. If you skip a lot of enemies, then you're gonna end up underleveled, especially in Paper Mario Pro mode, so I highly suggest you do not do that. This is a Paragoomba. Obviously, Paragoombas are Goombas with wings. You can't hit them with a hammer while they're airborne. If you damage them, they'll fall to the ground and become ordinary Goombas. So just as I was saying before, if you, Paragoombas, they don't do any more damage than a regular Goomba, but you can't hit them with your hammer, so there's always that. If you want to strategize, you can try to hit spiked Goombas with your hammer and flying Goombas, Paragoombas with your jump attacks or your head bonk attack. Adds a little strategy, makes you think about your battles a little bit more critically. Here's what I mean by switching up who goes first. I want to tattle this enemy and get its HP bar, but I don't want to attack it with Mario and kill the enemy before I have a chance to do that. This is a spiked Goomba. Spiked Goombas are Goombas with spikes on their head. Whatever you do, don't jump on their spikes or you'll get hurt or even paralyzed. So what did Goombario mean by paralyzed? If Goombario hits this spiked Goomba, what happens is that he will get paralyzed and he will not be able to do any more attacks for the amount of damage that he took. So if he landed on the head and took 1 point of damage, he will not be able to be active for 1 turn. If it's 2 damage, then it's 2 turns. It depends on what the enemy is and what kind of attack that they're doing. This is a close call badge. It's a pretty nice badge. Definitely have the room to equip it, so might as well. When Mario is in danger, enemies sometimes fail to attack. Mario is in danger if he has 5 HP or lower, so keep that in mind. Eat a mushroom to regain your energy. When HP gets low, eat a mushroom with the left stick. Here, we got another mushroom. You can hit these enemies with your hammer on the field, but once you're in a battle, you are unable to do that. Just wanted to show you that if you have 1 HP, you will be in peril. This will affect some things in the future, some badges and stuff. Once we get those badges, it'll be much easier to explain. Alright, sometimes enemies will drop hearts and flowers. They will disappear quickly if you don't get them, so I highly suggest that you do just that.
Hey, hold it right there. You, suspicious guy. Don't move. You're Mario. I knew it. You can't go past here, Mr. Big Shot. It's a direct order from the Goomba King. That's right. I'm sorry, but the only way by is through the Goomba Bros. That's me, Red Goomba, and my brother, Blue Goomba. Let's get him, Blue Goomba.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it, my red brother. Here we have an example of our very first mini-boss. We got Blue Goomba and we got Red Goomba. This is Blue Goomba. He's the younger of the two notorious Goomba brothers. As you heard in his little speech, he's one of the Goomba King's men. He doesn't look that healthy. He's weaker than his brother. I'm gonna use a power jump right now. Might as well try to eliminate one of the brothers as quickly as possible. Mario, how'd you like some of this? As you can see, they're only a little bit stronger than regular Goombas, so you shouldn't have too much of a problem with them. This is Red Goomba. He's the older of the two notorious Goomba brothers. The Goomba King ordered him to try to stop you. You can take this guy, no problem. He's just a little more HP than an ordinary Goomba. Same attack too. Alright. Oh, you know what? For some reason I thought Power Jump Ahead did 3 damage, or it cost a 3 FP, but it only cost 2, so that's really good to know. With that, one of them's already defeated. Definitely focus on taking out one, or else you'll get overwhelmed just because of their numbers.
Blue Goomba! Ah, my little brother! He'll pay for that, Wario!
Whew, this guy's doing some serious damage. This might be a good opportunity to talk about items. As you can see, Goombario can do nothing, but that's all he can do other than just use his own abilities. Mario, on the other hand, can run away from regular fights, not from important fights like this one, and he can also use items, and I will do just that. Pretty simple, just select what item you want to use, and you will use it. And that is our close call badge working in our favor. It's a good thing I equipped that. I was gonna heal if he attacked me, but because he didn't do that, I'm not gonna do it. Generally, when you're fighting against enemies, my strategy for you, especially if you're beginning of the game, and you're just starting this game for the first time, try to use the least amount of FP as you can, and strategize your battle so that you could defeat the enemies as quickly as possible. Especially if you're going for the long run and you're going into a new location or something and you're doing a lot of exploring and collecting items. Because otherwise you'll just get really exhausted really quickly and you'll get overwhelmed by enemy attacks.
Ah! I'll let you go for now.
Perfect. We're doing pretty low on health, so we're gonna heal really quickly. And I think we're gonna call it quits for today. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and I hope you guys have a great day.